Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It is Monday again. We are week 3 into the Bodybuilder Breakfast Show. Same coffee, same new episode, same coffee, same breakfast. I just realized I need to stir my coffee. That's why it tastes a little different. I apologize if the sound is a little bit off. For some reason, they are mowing a lot outside. So, yeah. Anyway, welcome back to the show. It's Monday, June 28th, 29th. I got the playoff beard going a little bit. Basically, I'm just being lazy about cutting it. So I'm gonna let it grow out a little bit until I go see my barber, and then it's all gonna go again. My face is a little bit more sunken in than last time, and it's gonna continue to progress in that fashion. Okay, so originally I was gonna use today's episode to delve into personal development a little bit. However, something else kind of fell on my heart today, so I am going to switch topics, and I'm going to push the personal development episode back one episode. So personal development will be the topic of Wednesday's episode. But today's episode is called How You Feel is Irrelevant. What do I mean by that? Well, I was actually having a conversation with a few clients at the gym today, and while I was doing my morning cardio, they were getting their workouts in, and they were asking me about my diet, how low are the carbs, blah, 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 and how much cardio am I doing, and I'm doing 55 minutes fasted cardio. For those of you who have been paying attention to my prep updates will know that. And one of the guys said, it's got to take an enormous amount of mental strength and fortitude to get through this cardio when your food's so low. And my response was, honestly, it has mental strength and fortitude has nothing to do with it. It's pure discipline. How I feel about the work is completely irrelevant. It still has to be done in order to achieve the end result, which is a stage-ready physique. My mom, I actually got this phrase from my mom. She used to say that to me in school because, as smart as I was and as easy as A's came to me, I was a natural procrastinator for classes that I was not fully invested in and interested in. It's like English class, for example, having to read books that I could have given a shit about. I love reading. I'm an avid reader and an avid reader and consumer of the written word in book form. But if it's something I'm not interested in, I just don't put the effort, and because I don't like it. I'm not interested. I'm not invested in the book, in the story. And my mom would always tell me, how you feel about the book and how you feel about having to do the report on it is completely irrelevant. The end result, the grade, is all that matters in the long run to get you to where you want to go. So this is just a stepping stone. How you feel is irrelevant. The work still needs to be done whether you like it or hate it. And I used to hate when she would say that because she was right, and I knew she was right when she would say it. And now here I am preaching the same thing to other people. It's funny. How you feel about the work is irrelevant. How you feel in general is irrelevant when there is a goal to be accomplished. If your goal is to lose weight, if your goal is to gain muscle, if your goal is to get on stage, if your goal is to advance in your career, if your goal is to be a better father, a better husband, a better mother, a better wife, a better friend, what you need to do to develop yourself and develop the skills necessary to achieve that end result, how you feel about that process does not matter. Now, it definitely helps if you love the process, but you also have to be equally or even more so addicted to results, because you're not always going to love every step of the process, right? So, but if you only do the parts that you love, the end result never gets achieved. So if you need to do A, B, C, D, and E in order to get to F destination, but the only parts that you love are A, B, and D, and C and E never get accomplished, well, then you'll never make it to your destination, ever. That's like trying to make a right turn on a street that your GPS is telling you to make, when you don't have to make the right turn onto that street for 3 more steps or 3 more miles. You're going to turn onto the wrong street, which means you're not going to get to your destination. How you feel about the work is irrelevant. The work still needs to be done. The cardio still needs to be done, whether you want to do it or not. If your goal is to lose weight and get in shape, you have to train to failure, and you have to make it hurt. You have to make it hard. How you feel about it is irrelevant. That is what it takes to build muscle. You have to meet and exceed your deadlines at work if you want a promotion. And you have to be able to build more revenue coming in for the business if you want that promotion. How you feel about that process is irrelevant, because at the end of the day, the end result is more money in your pocket, which means more food on your table. How you feel is irrelevant. Get the work done. So today's Monday, it's the beginning of the week. Not that the day of the week should matter. You should be in full tilt, full discipline mode 7 days a week if you care about the end result. But for those of you who may have been slacking off because it was the weekend, and et cetera, fresh start. Start today. Because discipline to me is when you don't care about what it takes. You just know this is the next step. Okay, let's do it. End of story. No explanation, no description of how you feel about it, no sob story, no monologue, just this is the next step. All right, cool. Let's go. Get it done. So, in order to develop discipline of that nature, you have to establish habits. Habits are routine things that you do every single day. I've been eating the same breakfast every single episode and every single morning. Discipline. How I feel about this happens to be my favorite meal of the day, honestly, but how I feel about it is irrelevant. And how I feel about the other 6 meals are irrelevant. I have my favorite meal and then I have my least favorite meal. Guess how many of them get eaten? All of them. How I feel is irrelevant. How you feel about the work and the process is irrelevant. You have to get it done. So habits repeated every day. At first, you'll have to consciously think to do them because they're not ingrained in you yet. But habits repeated every single day over a period of time eventually become discipline. And discipline is automatic. Feelings are completely disregarded. Work gets done. Okay? So remember, how you feel about the work is irrelevant. I'm going to keep repeating that, and that's something you're going to hear a lot on a lot of my other social media platforms. You're going to hear a lot of overlapping messages and information. That's because this is what I believe in, and I stay consistent with my message because I'm consistent with my actions, and as a result, my results are consistent. So I will consistently give you the same message because it consistently matters across the board no matter what. How you feel is irrelevant. The work still needs to be done. Okay, guys, that's the end of today's episode. I'm going to get to my breakfast because I am hungry. And then I got a bunch of things to do before heading back to the gym again for the rest of my work day and my own training. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Please share, like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you guys on Wednesday for the personal development episode. Thanks, guys. Peace.